Good morning, everybody. This is morning of day 31 from the Appalachian Trail. We are just coming down out of the Unaka Mountain spruce forest. You can see all above me, behind me. And it was been a good night of pine needle bed flooring to sleep on. It was comfortable, a little breezy. I think the low was like 36, so not too bad, but chilly. Slept fine. We're working our way down the mountain today. Should be a fairly decent day. Gonna do a short one. Gonna go to a shelter tonight. I don't recall the name off the top of my head. Coming down these rocks. But I had some new company last night. Uncle Mike and his puppers Ginger. She's a red husky. Oh, a beautiful dog. I try to get her, get some pictures of her, get her on film to this afternoon or tonight. They're going to the same spot we are, so he's just out for a section. He's not through hiking. But Uncle Mike and Miss Ginger. So let's see what we got for this morning. Let me turn you around, bring you along for some of the morning trail. Not sure what kind of views we're gonna have today, so we'll get what we can get when we get them. Here we go. The right calf and lower Achilles, I guess the Achilles tendon area and lower calf are still pretty tight. They loosened up yesterday morning for the rest of the day, and then this morning they're tight again, so we'll see how it goes. I'm not a super fan of ibuprofen, but I do have some other meds that I've been taking. Ooh, sorry about the whiteout. It's that morning sun. Supposed to be mostly sunny today with high around the 60s, so we shall enjoy that. And the fact that we're doing a shorter day. Tell you though, this soft sponge pine needle floor right now is feeling real nice under the feet. Getting off all those rocks and boulders and jagged sharp edges for a little while at least. I know it's not over. All right, see you when we see ya. Just gorgeous. Trying not to look right at the sun, but it's out in full force right now. This trail feels good under the feet, let me tell you what. It's soft and almost flat. Just a perfect downhill grade. Look at this view. I don't know about you, but that's beautiful. It's not mountaintops, but it's a nice, lush forest. And oddly enough, I haven't seen any wildlife. We saw that rabbit way back, what, in the Smokies. And then one morning, I think it was at Ice Water Shelter, also in the Smokies, there was a buck that came in, an old buck, had already shed his antlers, and he was all scarred up. And he just didn't care. He was just munching on grass. He didn't care about nobody. But I didn't get a picture of him. Everything was all put up. Oh, across the bridge. Good water source. That's it. I haven't seen turkey. I haven't seen raccoons. The trash panda. No deer other than that. Nothing. Birds. And the occasional squirrel. Which that's odd enough too. Usually they're littered everywhere, but no. Mostly just birds. And they're out this morning singing their songs. And just like that, we have come up to our first shelter of the morning. Just under 2 hours in, so who knows what that means when we come to the first shelter. That's right, it's snack time, second breakfast. And it looks like we caught up to Swiss. Swiss got that early start this morning. He stayed the night last night with Uncle Mike and Ginger. But this here, if we can catch the name of it, I forget the name of this shelter. Here we go, Cherry Gap Shelter. Let's get in on that. Come on. And the woodpeckers are out. And this one's got graffiti on the bricks, a lot of signatures. There we go. Cherry Gap Shelter. Iron, Clyde Smith. I think Clyde Smith is our goal for the day. But you know what we do when we get to the first shelter? We have second breakfast. Nice spot. Beautiful tent sites across the trail over there. Gorgeous morning. All right, let's get to it. Here we are with our first respectable view of the day. And it's a nice one too. Wow. Just a little blue haze in the sky. A little farmland down below. Absolutely gorgeous. And if I'm not mistaken, I hear a jingle in the background. And that jingle is Miss Ginger. And look at that, there she is. Well, good morning, Miss Ginger.
Uh-oh, wow.
And there's Uncle Mike.
Good morning. From the AT.
Beautiful morning it is. All right, we've made it to Iron Horse Gap. It's at 6 miles, and it's our lunch stop. Try and turn around, turn around. There's a sign over there. It's backwards though. One of the park signs. Winds, well, let me turn around. Wind's pretty strong. Sorry about all that, getting dizzy. Yep, couple parking lot spots for some vehicles, and it's a trailhead right on here on the side of the highway. It is, looks like 107, Tennessee 107, I believe. So Iron Horse Mountain Gap is where we're at, and I'm gonna stop for lunch. All right, just finished up lunch break, and coming up out of that trailhead there, we got our sign. Apple Orchard, Greasy Creek Gap, Clyde Smith Shelter, Little Rock Knob. Cool, Hughes Gap. We're going to Clyde Smith Shelter, 6 miles ahead. Lunch is over, heading to the water source and pushing on. There we go, this is kind of cool. Big old rock outcropping. Just kind of sticking straight up out of the top of this hillside. We just climbed up about a mile. Here at the top is just these big boulders sticking straight up out. That's kind of cool. Neat. And the view. Here we are, the shelter. That's the sign. She's right down here. All right, here we go. Coming into the Clyde Smith Shelter. Took it a little easy today, just because my Achilles is tight. So we did a shorter mile day. Guaranteed miles when we come back and do the wrap up, but I think it's about 12 miles. There's a few people here, so I don't want to interrupt. I don't want to film them, but as soon as everything clears out, we'll go ahead and film the shelter. All right, we'll be back. All right, well, we got a minute of quiet time here. So here's the shelter. This is the Clyde Smith Shelter. It's kind of a two-story, not two-story. It's got 2 elevated lofts, left and right, and then the bottom main platform there. So I don't usually show my sleep setup, but that's me on the left on the bottom here. Just kind of got the air mattress, the top quilt, electronics going, bag and poles, shoes airing out, and then we got Uncle Mike up top. Ginger will float around, she'll sleep where she wants. And Aaron the kilt out. Yep, we're still wearing the kilt. That's where we got the name. Kilt, that's the trail name that's been bestowed upon me. So clothes are airing out. Just went down the hill, got water, and getting ready to do dinner. But we got to do end of the day wrap up first. So let's take you over to the book and show you the book. Get them gummies out of the way. Let's back up. So everyone knows, so you know, we started the day right there at 358.5 at our stealth campsite inside the dense spruce forest. We were still in the spruce forest, but we were a half mile through it, almost to the other side. So we started out the morning with the descent, and we were going down. Let's flip the pages. And then we came all the way down, and you saw our morning stop right there at the Cherry Gap Shelter. And you know what happens when we hit a shelter first thing in the morning? We have second breakfast. And that's what we did there. And we had a little climb, not much. Not a lot of views. You saw showed you all the good views that we had today. Then we went down again into Iron Mountain Gap. That's where we had lunch. Then we climbed up out of there. I grabbed a quick water right there at 365.8 at the pipe spring. Kept pushing on, up and down and up and down. Had a quick snack right there at the Greasy Creek Gap where I took a picture of the sign. And then we pushed on another 2 miles. So right here where we sit now at 370.5, the Clyde Smith Shelter. We're a grand total of 12.0 miles and elevation of 4,486 feet. And it is night 31. Pretty sure I said 31 in the beginning, but if not, it is day 31 on trail. So, but that's it. I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in and everyone for following along. I do appreciate you and everything you do. Again, if you want to leave a comment, feel free to leave a comment. If not, then no. Other than that, we'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for following along. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.